What's good, Josh? Rob, and this is a follow up to my recap of 2024. And of course, the 2025 season starts off with winter, so this is what I'm going to be watching. It's going to be a mixture of popular stuff and stuff that is not well known. So I may be even able to put you guys on to some stuff that I'm going to be watching or maybe be watching personally. And then at the end, I'll go into, of course, what I'm going to be doing reactions on and reviews on and things like that. So let's get into it. So this one is Theater of Darkness. This one popped up on my feed, and it's basically like folk tales is what the synopsis was. And I like learning about different countries, folk tales and stories and things like that. So this was one that I definitely was considering watching, and I think I am going to watch. So if anybody knows anything about it, you can put it down in the comments and hit me up and make me privy to it. Next is the second half of Trillion Game. This one is funny because I actually started watching this after all the episodes were out, and I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked. So now I'm gonna be watching episode by episode because this is an amazing show, and I automatically knew that the art style was the same. It looks similar to Dr. Stone, so my cobwheels were already turning. So then when I looked it up and I found out it was him, I was like, this is perfect. The story makes sense. We're starting from zero and we're going to here. It's exactly like Dr. Stone, but in a different way. And I absolutely adore the show. I think this is an amazing show. I think this is one of the slept on shows, and I will be continue watching it this winter. I think it comes out just January. So yeah, I'm gonna be watching this. Next is Zenshu. Now, I did a trailer reaction to this one on my channel, and it was very interesting. I freaking adore the concept. Of course, Mappa is freaking doing it, so the animation is gonna be fire, and the animation was fire in that trailer. So this is definitely one that I will be watching. I don't know if I'll be consistent with it. I kind of tend to have that thing, but if it's good enough, I will keep up with it. And regardless, when all the episodes come out, I might go back around to it and check it out. So this is one that definitely caught my eye when I was doing trailer reactions and stuff leading up to this winter season. So I'm going to be definitely looking to check this out. Next is an interesting one, Fate Strange Fake. Now this one is said to be set in the US. You know what I mean? I don't know anything about the Fate series at all. I have like 2 or 3 people in that I know that actually watch Fate and know the quality of Fate. Only thing I know is that Ufotable has animated Fate until this season that or movie or whatever they're making right here is going to come out. So I'm willing to give Fate a try, and this will be my first test of Fate. Yes, this is also one that I'll be looking to watch, and is going to be high expectations for sure. I have high expectations for this, even though Ufotable is not making it or not animating it. I still have high expectations because I hear that the story and the way that it uses different like historical figures or whatever is cool. So this one has high expectations for me. I'm not gonna lie. Next, we have My Happy Marriage Season 2, the romance anime that caught all of us guys off guard. And I'm saying guys because it's gonna catch the women regardless, right? But for me personally, this was so wholesome. I freaking adore this show. I think it's so beautiful. What they introduced at the end of the first season was kind of wonky. I'm not gonna lie to you. How they introduced the whole power set and how her family's powers connect to this. She has the powers of her mom. It's kind of like clairvoyant in a sense a little bit. So it was a little wonky at that part, to get me to buy in, but I'm still invested enough into these characters to keep going and to keep seeing what is going to come up. So My Happy Marriage Season 2 is getting a watch for me. Next, we have Dr. Stone's Science Future. One of the shows that I have shows that I talk about, and then I have shows that I don't talk about. Right? I just watch it. Dr. Stone's is one of the ones that I don't really talk about as much, but it's like the top of the list of the ones that I don't talk about because, man, I remember binging this like all the seasons of Doctor Stone in like 2 months. It's so good. It is so good, and it makes sense why I like a Trillion game. This one, I think this is the final because they got the response from the moon or whatever. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't know. I don't even know what this is gonna be about. I can't spoil, but yeah. And apparently they're going to America as well. So I can't miss this, bro. As the Doctor Stone supporter, I can't miss this. So science future, you know, I'm gonna be watching it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm gonna be watching this. Now we have Shangri-La, the smash hit that came out last year, and me personally, I'm not gonna lie, I dropped it after like 3 or 4 episodes, not because it was bad, but fantasy stuff in general, just really fantasy isekai, that stuff doesn't really catch me, as much as other things like the Demon Slayers, the Attack on Titans. I don't know what it is about fantasy. I'm not a big fantasy person in general. But this, I didn't drop it because it was bad. So the second season of it comes out. I know a lot of people are going to be talking about it, so I may go back and finish season one. But I'll keep you guys updated on whether or not I'm caught up and whether I'm going to be watching this. Next, we have another popular one, ReZero. My relation and journey with ReZero is, I think I watched halfway through the first season and I didn't really continue. ReZero is kind of like Mushoku Tensei related to me. Me personally, I don't want to get any of y'all upset and y'all Mushoku Tensei or ReZero fans out there, but for me personally, I don't know why I wasn't able to stick around with it. I literally can't explain it to you. But it's on its third season. I know a lot of people like it. So this is definitely going to be a huge hit and everybody's going to be talking about it. So whether or not I get into it again, I don't know. I may just wait for this whole thing to be done and then watch it. But I also have this part of me that also likes to experience things and experience the moment as it's happening. So I don't know. But it's definitely, I definitely put it in here because it's a big one that's coming out. So that's just my thoughts on ReZero and where I'm at with it. So it's kind of 50-50, really more 30-70 in terms of me watching it. Now this one was a fun one. 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You, and I didn't finish it. This is another one that I did not finish, that I did not watch all the way through. But I know that that's a lot of people. But from the episodes I did watch, this was really fun. Me personally, I prefer what came out earlier this year, and I said it in my video, my 2024 recap video, Hokkaido, the Hokkaido gal thing, like that. Like I'm not really into the harem stuff like that, the ecchi like that stuff. I'm not really into that, even though I think that they're hilarious and when the comedy aspects and things like that. I'm not really big into that, but this one was definitely entertaining, and I definitely understand the appeal of it, and a lot of people are going to be watching it. So this one has more of a chance of me coming around and watching it again and catching up. So I would say this one is more 50-50 with me watching. Next, we have the smash hit that everybody loves, is Apothecary Diaries. I did not finish it once again. I wanted to put some in the video that I did start with, and then talk about some gaps that I'm gonna miss, that I may be missing in this anime season. Apothecary Diaries, I didn't finish it. I think I watched like 5 episodes. I like the female character. I think she's really unique, the way the writer has written her, and the way that he's written this guy character as well. The relationship, I think, is really different, really cool. I just, I'll get to the place where I have more time to really delve deep into all of these and be able to, have time for all of these and to dig into as many shows as I want. But until that time, I get this one is 50-50 as well. But if it gets a good review again from my friends again, it's a high likelihood that I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch season 1 and try to catch up with this. to be able to conversate with them about the show. I enjoy doing that. This is like the second reason I like watching anime is the conversations that you have with, your friends and people like that about how good the show is, how bad, the discussions that come out of that. That's technically what it's about. So yeah, I definitely really enjoyed what I did see of it, but I'm not gonna be caught up for this first season, for the second season when it comes out. Now we have Solo Leveling. This was also in my 2024 video recap. How Solo Leveling it was. I was hearing it and people were saying it was a popular manhwa, right? And manhwas aren't that big yet, but this is like the most popular one that they said. And I absolutely understand why. I mean, the premise is so simple, yet the way, I don't know what it is, the way it's written, the way it goes about it, it's like it has this deeper feeling. It has this deeper, core root to it that's hard to grasp at or to pick. It may be easy for others, but to me, there's a level of depth to this that is frightening. And I see this being taking the spot of, when a lot of the older animes are gone, like the Demon Slayers and Bleach is ending officially. So this and Don to Don, I think these are the two that are going to really take that spot in terms of like keep going and popularity, and who are going to be the big ones moving forward. So I will be watching season 2 of Solo Leveling, The Reawakening, and I'm so excited to see Jinwoo's process and progress. I did not see the movie that came out alongside this season, I guess, but I don't think I need to watch it to watch the season 2. But if I do, I'll go and watch it. And last, we have Sakamoto Days. This has been getting a lot of noise on my Twitter feed, on Instagram. I think they're doing the marketing for this is very, very good, and it has a lot of people talking and buzzing. I like the concept of the big guy being a former assassin, and beyond that, I don't really know a lot, which is what I enjoy. I like finding new stories. But excuse me. Anyway, this is gonna get watched. I like finding new shows, especially when there's a lot of hype around it. I'm like, okay, let me see if it's real. Let me see if it's holds up to the hype. And I think this is definitely gonna hold up to the hype. I had somebody comment in my video to the trailer reaction I did to this that the second half, I believe they said, is gonna be more action, or the second season is gonna get better. So I'm taking their word for it, but I'm still going to give this a fair shake and be honest and give it a fair shot and watch it. So if you made it to this point in the video, basically the stuff I'm going to be watching personally, so you can click off now. The rest of this video is going to be for the people who are going to be on my Patreon and watching the shows. So this is what I'll be recording and doing reactions to on my Patreon. So if you want to continue to watch to learn about that, then you can. If you're at this point of the video, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay on the channel. There's going to be reviews dropping soon. I have more arc reviews from One Piece and things like that. So be sure to subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Now, for the people that stayed, these are the shows that I'm going to be reacting to on my Patreon. So let's get into it. So these are the 3 shows that I'm going to be watching, and if you could tell, if you've been around my last video that I did for the fall season, I had way more shows that I was watching. I was watching Blue Lock, Bleach, Kenshin. I was watching a lot, and it wasn't burning me out, but it was definitely a lot to keep up with. And I had somebody mention it to me, you don't got to do that many. Not everybody has time to watch all that stuff, all that content, right? So, I'm taking their word for it. I'm doing Sakamoto Days, obviously Kenshin, because I'm already watching it. The second core coming out, so we're gonna finish that, and then we're finishing One Piece. We're not finishing. We're catching up to One Piece. Excuse me. We're finishing One Piece in the future, obviously, but the journey to Egghead is still going strong, still moving on. I'm going to be dropping a video about that, about my progress on that. I've encountered a few hiccups, and I've done some math recently, and it's the math is mathing right now. So I don't, but I'm hanging in there, and I'm still have my goal of catching up to Egghead by April 6th. So if you want to join that journey, if you want to support me along that journey, I really appreciate all the love and support that I can get. It helps me. It boosts me to keep going. You guys could go to my Patreon. The link is in the pinned comment down below and also in the description. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching to this point. If you watched, I really do love you guys' support. 2024 was a huge learning year and growing year. I hit 200 subscribers. Finally, I feel like I finally found my groove and what I want to do in my videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.